Notice back in verse 1 of Proverbs chapter 5. My son, what's the word? Attend unto my wisdom. Bow thine ear to my understanding. Strong words. You have to listen. You have to submit. But the other way, the strange woman, verse 2, or verse 3, for the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. You see, somewhere along the line, often the blame is put often on parents that were perhaps too hard on their children or their teenagers. They're too strong. They should have let loose a little bit. That is not the problem. Now, that can be the problem, and it has been the problem for a lot of people. But the majority of the time, it is not that the parent is too hard. It is that the child, the teenager, the young adult, and we, like the honeycomb and the smooth oil, better than the words that says attend and submit. That's just the truth. We have to understand that in the vulnerable position of the young man and the young woman when they stand the crossroads, isn't it like all of our sinful natures? That when we are confronted with the wisdom of God's Word, when we're confronted with the reality of where we are spiritually and where we need to be, do we not like the smoothness of the oil? Do we not like what appeals to us? But we must realize in that moment that the decision has to be made, and we have to go back and consider who is giving us the instruction and to what purpose is that instruction given. The word of wisdom say, come. Now listen, you want to please God? You have to listen, you have to submit. This is how you please God. The strange woman comes along and says, no. You don't have to please God. You can please yourself. Forget about God. You be your own God. You make your own life. Go ahead, live that life. You don't want anybody telling you what to do. You don't want to come under anybody, under any authority. Live your own life. And in that moment, you make yourself the God of your life. And that is a great tragedy. Because that life will be squandered.